Dave Portnoy is the founder behind it. It's a company that like was founded back in 2003. They've been focusing a lot on sports and pop culture. So all the way from like media content, from podcasts to videos to online blogs, which are obviously a super uprising thing back in 2003. They are a pretty successful business. They make like, based on my like research, they make
Hyper
about like,
successful, yeah.
yeah, like they make like 100 to 400, 500 million per year in revenue. So they've been like really profitable, which is why like Dave Portnoy, like for like people who don't know like why all of a sudden like everyone's talking about him, I think it's important to take because he kind of falls into that cultural side of media, and I feel like that's where a lot of the crossover between memes and crypto culture on the culture side is going with the media. So
And
he
just
obviously,
quickly, I think for our American friends who might think like, why are we explaining who Dave Portnoy is? I feel like it's someone who, for whatever reason, isn't as famous outside of the States as he is inside. I'm super familiar because I'm super familiar with like American sports media, but for whatever reason, he's just not really on people's radars outside. So that's why we're just breaking it down.
yeah, it's especially because they cover a lot on America's sports side of things. So obviously Dave Portnoy is big on Super Bowl and things like that. But when it comes to a lot of the other sports like soccer and things like that, they obviously don't have the same level of coverage. So I think it's important to highlight that. So obviously he's come a lot into like a lot on fire this entire weekend, with him absolutely going nuts on the meme coin side of things. So he's been speculating around, the industry has been speculating around because he's been talking about launching his own meme coin. And then recently on this weekend, someone launched a coin as jail stool, saying that like Dave Portnoy is going to jail for all the pumping and dumping he is doing publicly. Um, that's when like things started to get like a bit hazy. He started buying a lot of these small low cap meme coins. So people would be sending him, they would make like certain tokens around his name, Fartnoy, and like a couple of them that were made around his name. He would find them, anyone he would find them funny, he would end up investing more in them, talking about it publicly, and would obviously like skyrocket the price.
Hmm.
His point of view has been around the idea that this is not very different to what the rest of you did. If anything, I'm being transparent about what I'm going to do. I'm not dumping on you behind the scenes. I'm being very honest. So he initially started off like this whole take of him being like this person who's trying to figure things out. Within 2 days, he's gone on this completely like reversal arc where he's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm doing exactly what you guys are doing, except I'm being transparent about it. I'm telling you that I'm going to sell it instantly. So it's completely up to you how you do all of this. And of course, there's a lot of like speculation you can have around the tokens that are being sent to him. So people are making multiple. I looked up like a wallet that made like 12 or 13 tokens and sent it to him, held a bunch of supply on the idea that he's gonna like one of them,
Pick one
tweet
of
it
them. Yeah.
out. And so there's like a lot of like crazy speculation going behind the scenes. You also obviously on Solana had this whole technical thing, which I'm not going to get into because I'm also not as familiar, which is the address poisoning thing, where you can make it seem like
Hmm.
he's launching certain coins. So if you look up the chain on SoulScan, it'll seem like Dave Portnoy's wallet actually bought that. So it's a very highly speculative market. His or the Jails 2 coin, which he ended up putting six figures in, ran up to 240 million and is sitting at 32 million right now. So it's down 85-90% ever since he announced yesterday that he's still planning to do his own meme coin. So things are bizarre, things are crazy. Be careful out there. But yeah, it's gotten absolutely wild in the last 2-3 days.